So
Wait. Hold on here. Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, the shop.
This is the barbershop.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. It ain't nobody. Healthy conversation. It ain't nobody.
What's up?
What's going on, y'all? Wednesday.
What's going on? It's your boy, World Class. I'm the barber.
And this is Friggity Fre, your favorite artiste.
And your boy King Chrome.
King Chrome.
That's King Chrome back yonder.
The latest addition to the new edition.
Yo, man.
This is Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Psych. What's up?
What's going on, good people? So, this is Barbershop Talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have had a light little hiatus. You know what I'm saying? We took 2 Wednesdays off.
We took a low hiatus. That was low hiatus.
That was a low.
Like a low.
Because them weeks flew by so quick.
Yeah.
So we took a little low hiatus. And regroup. You know, we had the holiday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Hope everybody holiday was well. Hope everybody had something to be thankful for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody should have something to be thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should be thankful. Just simple life. You know, you woke up this morning is enough for you to be thankful. Pardon me, looking down. I'm cutting my cigar. I'm gonna smoke today. Shout out to Don Rafi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good Nicaraguan cigar. So yeah, we
shout out to astute gentleman.
Yeah.
Nice Maduro cigar.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
And last but not least, shout out to all of the 8 people so far that are viewing.
Yeah, shout out to
on the Facebook side. I don't know what y'all doing on the YouTube side, but shout out to all of y'all that are viewing.
Yeah.
You know, this is Barbershop Talk Wednesday night, 7:00 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube live in the building.
So those of y'all people that smoke cigars or don't smoke cigars, what I'm doing right here is I'm doing what they call toasting the foot. And my toast just went out while I was toasting the foot. But mm, yeah, yeah.
So you done toasted the feet.
Toasted the foot, and now I'm finna put the heat on y'all feet.
Let's get into it.
So we was talking about being thankful.
Yes, sir.
Being thankful for what we have, being thankful for being alive, being thankful for everything. I mean, there's nothing that you have that anybody has that they shouldn't be thankful for. They should be thankful for all. And this might sound crazy, but if you got AIDS, you should be thankful for having AIDS because you could be dead. I know it's see
you're dying slow though.
But you could be dead. You could be dead.
Oh.
You could be dead.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I know. See, and that's why I went deep like that. That's why I went deep like that because
he went underground railroad deep.
Right, because being grateful for waking up in that, even in that situation,
right?
You know that any day you could go, but you wake up the next morning.
You should crack at it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
See, but but you see how I dove in there all the way.
Yeah.
I dove all the way in there. But this topic today is similar to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Privileged, being privileged, and in privilege, people think that they should get the privileges that other people get. And those privileges that other people get are not your fucking privileges. They belong to the people that they belong to. And they are for the people that they're for. So white privilege versus black privilege. And I'm going to say this at the front, and I'm going to say it a bunch of times. The reason white privilege exists is because white people do for white people.
Uh-oh. You done ran across some toes.
The reason black people get mad at white privilege is because there is no such thing as black privilege.
All right, I'm going to let you die, but
I don't believe in that.
That's me neither. I was about to say, I don't believe in, I don't truly believe.
I don't either.
I don't truly, okay, but I understand why you're touching it.
I brought it up
for a reason.
But go ahead and finish saying what you're saying.
I mean, I'm gonna let you cook it because it didn't sound dumb or it didn't sound far-fetched what you just said. But I know what you actually mean too.
Right.
But to me, there is no such thing as white privilege or black privilege. Yeah, there are privileged people, but in the whole spectrum of it all, when you want to dive into it on the level of a white privilege and black privilege, we've seen more of, I guess you would say, the white privilege side because of the crap they get away with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's been deemed that because of some of the things that they get away, damn well we be buried under the ground if we even attempt to try to do some of the stuff that they get away with.
Right.
So.
But Bernard, that's your boy, B Lane. He said black folks never had black privilege. Period.
Yeah,
you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right, because you know what? I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna save that because I'm gonna come back to that, B. But
it's basically because we don't know how to work with
each
other.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You're going too fast.
My bad.
Get off the speedboat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we on the canoe right now. No, we on the paddle boat. We're gonna go slow.
Okay.
All right.
But so I said what I said, and I need for people to understand that there's a message in what I said, and I guess if you understand that, you understand that we look at people. So you get this thing about white people look out for their people. White people pay. White people bring their people up and put them in places. The sons The son of the father gets a job that he don't even deserve.
Right.
White people walk across the street and they feel like they can just walk across the street and not get hit by a car because they white. Privilege. They just feel privileged.
Right.
I feel privileged. I feel privileged because I'm me. And I feel the same way the white guy walking across the street and he feel like nobody should hit him because he's white. I feel like nobody should hit me because I'm Jeff.
Okay.
So you have to own the privilege. The privilege is that, see, you can't get mad at white people. Who the fuck he think he is? He just gonna walk out in the street because he white.
Right.
And that's a white privilege. Who you just gonna skip line? What is this, white privilege?
Right.
You know, they gonna give him the job, and he don't even deserve the job, but they gonna give him the job. That's white privilege. And the only people that get mad at white people for doing that shit is black people. But we get mad because we don't do it ourselves. We don't do it for our people. We don't do it for our people. You go into a black business and the black dude don't give his brother a job. You know, his crackhead brother need a job and know he need a job because he gonna keep going back to the penitentiary, but you don't want to give him a job because you feel like he gonna sleep instead of training him and teaching him how to do something.
Exactly.
See, we don't do that.
Right.
We don't do that for our own people.
Right.
But
So
go ahead.
All right. So we're saying that I agree because if you see the problem, this is the problem when you talk about Caucasian white people who are in power and position. Let's just say billionaires who leave their fortune and their businesses to their kids. It's already in their will to set them up for that when they're born.
Right,
but
right.
you hear it often, and I'm sorry, but I have heard black people say that if I made $1 billion, I wouldn't give my kids because they need to know how it was to struggle to get this too. But I think where you see the destruction of it all is like when you look at the Caucasian race, let's just keep it a buck. What they do is they set their kids up for that type of wealth, and then they give it to them, and they wild out, bro. Like you see, like the Hiltons and all of that. You see when heirs to stuff like that, they wild the fuck out. Like they wild out. But see, the thing is, for me, like if it was me that had that, you would give you. Yeah, I'm not gonna be one of them ones that said if I had made $1 billion, I wouldn't leave it to Kyle and Rashad. Yes, I would. But the problem is, you don't. It's just like you said, you don't teach. You don't teach. So I'm supposed to leave them this. Yes, I worked hard for it, for them, for myself, first of all.
Right.
But when I leave, I can't take it with me. So who's going to be the heir of it? And the successors of it will be my children. I'm not going to say I'm going to give my money to somebody else. You know, them jokers don't need nothing. They need to go out there and fetch their own well, make their own millions. No, but you give it to them, but you sit down with them and you tell them the do's, the don'ts, the evil side, the dark side, the positive and the negatives of having wealth. See, a lot of times in them situations where you see where they say white privilege, them kids be wilding out because they just give it to them. They're privileged. You know, they just give it to them. There's nobody to show them how to obtain what they've been blessed with. Now, the problem with what you said about us and that is like a lot of us are still just out here. It's Willie Lynch. It's crab in a bucket syndrome. You don't want nobody to have no more than what you got. So you're not going to even try to teach them to get it to the level to where they even feel privileged.
Right.
You dig?
Right. So you okay? So you said one of the things you said at the end right there. You said the Willie Lynch. And Willie Lynch, to me, this is not my analogy of the Willie Lynch syndrome. It's like a virus in the computer. When you put a virus in the computer, when a virus gets in the computer, because you didn't put it there, but it's in your computer and it's fucking up everything in your computer.
Right.
When you put the virus in your computer, when you get the virus in your computer, you identify that there's a virus in your computer,
right,
and then you go do whatever it takes to clean the computer out.
Right.
True.
Sometimes in cleaning the computer out, you have to reset the whole computer and you wipe out all of the stuff that you wiped out his old memory.
Completely
Completely wiped out his memory.
Mm-hmm.
In order for you to do that, though, you have to identify that there's a virus.
Right.
Okay.
You identified with the Willie Lynch, and you understand. I'm not talking about you.
Right.
I'm talking about people. You understand that the Willie Lynch syndrome and what the Willie Lynch syndrome is, but you keep doing it.
Right.
So some people keep the virus and hold on to the virus and bring up the virus and regurgitate the virus and talk about the virus and this is why, this is why, this is why, this is why.
Right.
But nobody takes the opportunity. A lot of people don't take the opportunity to clean themselves out and say, you know what? Let me get that out of my head and let me do something different. And if I do something different, then the other brother will do something different because he see me doing it. He understands what I'm doing, and then the chain reaction, we got to start a chain reaction.
Right.
But so many people hold on. We've been brainwashed for 400 years. I ain't even 400 years old.
Right. I can't even go back.
I still don't understand when everybody talking about white folks owe us so many acres and a mule and all that.
And see, and that's kind of when you now that you mention that, bro, it does it. That has been embedded in us for so long that it has become the makeup of someone's thought process.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't want to even live my life even thinking that I'm owed anything.
Yeah.
'Cause you ain't gonna get it nowhere.
You ain't gonna get it nowhere.
So the thing is, you carve your own lane and you go out and you get it.
Mm-hmm.
To sit up and wait, that's why. And I know we gonna rabbit hole a little bit, but it's all in the same thing. When you talk about that type of stuff, why do you think there's so many people on social assistance and government assistance and food stamps shit? It's easy for them to get it and they just gonna live on it. The problem with that is, bro, you have so many people that are accustomed to that type of stuff that they stay on it, not knowing that if you on food stamps, welfare, Medicaid, and all, food stamps, welfare, that type of stuff, that they taking tax dollars out of the working class to provide for y'all lazy asses. Like, y'all kids gonna turn 18 one day.
Right.
Your kids is gonna grow up to. So what are you gonna do when you depended on that for all of those years?
And it runs out.
And yeah, because it's going to, or it's right now. We at a point where it's going to be just cut off. So I mean, it's like, what are you going to do at this point? If you sitting up there still thinking you this 40 acres and a mule mentality, you lost. You lost. At this age in the game, you done. You're not gonna survive.
In 2025,
you're not gonna survive.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive if you wait no reparations. Shoot
and
yourself.
all of that, yeah.
Shoot yourself.
You might as well just go on the council.
Because it was like when we had Obama in the White House. Everybody thought that we was owed certain things now that we have had a black president.
I never went into it looking at it that way.
I'm not saying that you did.
No, I'm just saying.
But it's like a handful of black folks was thinking that.
Right.
That he was gonna make it to where we got XYZ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that didn't happen. So like you just said, if we don't clean our systems out now, then what are we going to do come January, February of next year when the new president hit?
But see, that's the thing. And like Diggs just said it. He said our society is built off of oppression, built on our oppression. And we won't get away from the virus until we remove ourselves from the system.
True.
That's true.
Now watch this, Doc.
True.
I don't cry victim. I don't cry victim. I've been locked up twice. Federal and state.
Okay.
And according to the virus, I'm supposed to still be in prison. I'm supposed to be still going in and out of prison. I'm supposed to be just a number or a statistic. I'm supposed to be one of the good men that women say, well, the good man that they locked up. I'm supposed to be one of them. I'm supposed to be a nobody. In fact, it was said to me that I was gonna rot in jail. One of my relatives told my mama, stop doing stuff for him because he ain't gonna amount to be nothing.
Now same relatives calling you up.
Yeah.
Asking for favors. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that.
But
go ahead.
Because we had that 40 acre and a mule mentality, when somebody just continuously beats that type of shit in your head, you're gonna continue to think that's all you are.
True.
Hey, you think about it, man. In relationships, you hear some women especially if they have low self-esteem after the breakup or something. They have a dude that verbally abused and killed their self-esteem so long. You're fat, you're ugly. I got 4 kids out of you. Ain't no man out there gonna want somebody with 4 kids. When somebody starts beating mentally something in your head, you start really believing that. And it's just like Diggs said, bro. Like once you have to like disconnect yourself from all the stereotypical stuff in order to feel privileged. Like Jeff said, and I agree with you, to say that I'm privileged because I'm Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm privileged because I'm Jeff Fre, and it has nothing to do with my skin color. But people would love to say, oh, that's white privilege. My man said earlier, Bernard said, that's why you have Karens out here. Because at some point, somebody allowed them to get away with that type of foolishness. So now, on the flip side of that, we need to start doing stuff to where we did it so much, somebody allowed us to do it.
Right.
But on the positive side, because a young lady going to drop her or coming to a PTA meeting with booty shorts on and a bonnet is already stereotypical. A young man going in the store with his drawers showing, a wife beater, and reeking of marijuana smoke is already stereotypical.
I can't stand that, man. I really can't. You know, I be asking the young men, you know, oh, pull your pants up.
And it's a part of their makeup, bro. And it's something about that they're not going to change.
Bro,
so
how you go to an interview?
They don't go to interviews.
No, I'm telling you, I've seen some go to interviews with their pants hanging down, and I'm like, how are you gonna get this job and you not even coming prepared for the job?
And you know what them dudes say. You know what I can respect from that when them dudes do that is because it's their privilege. But you see, but
wow, yeah. Diggs said, regardless, it's still there. 48.
Yeah. So these people feel privileged, and they feel like they can do what they want to do. That's a privilege. When you feel like you can do what you want to do, that's a privilege.
Okay, but
when somebody gives you a green light to do anything, that's a privilege. Yeah.
Right. So, but see, some people take privileges, like Karens. They take and they feel like they can do, like the dude walking across the street.
Yeah.
The white guy walked across the street. He can do what he want to do. He took that. Nobody gave him the green light. In fact, because I got the green light and you walking in traffic, I'm liable to bust your shit with the truck. You know what I'm saying? But because you're white, I'm supposed to be. You know that's why they made the pedestrians can cross the street, but they can't cross the street when the light green.
No, you're gonna
get your ass out the street.
I think a lot of that has come to fruition too. You have to be honest with yourself, bro. You don't see many Karens no more. Ain't nobody buying into that buffoonery no more. You're not gonna, bro. I understand why African Americans do it. I understand why black people do it. I understand why you pull your phone out and you have to record this nonsense, because if you don't and the police show up, 9 times out of 10 you gonna catch it. You dig what I'm saying? So you gonna catch it. So yes, I understand why people record the Karens and hey, look at this clown. You know, she in my yard telling me I'm not supposed to be here.
Okay, I understand that part, right? But another part I don't understand is why are they pulling out all these phones and going live when people break out in fights?
Yeah, why you ain't breaking the fight up?
You know, back in the day, we used to break the fights up, you know, but now they going live showing it all and all that, and then you got other people jumping in the fight. Why can't it be one-on-one?
I just feel like let's go back to the racial privilege thing, since you brought that up. I feel like the more niggatry that we project, the less anybody will respect us to even give us a shot of being privileged to do anything. It's not a level playing field. It never has and it never will be. Let's just keep it 100.
True.
We know that.
But here's the thing. Okay, color or the lack of color gives you more or less privilege.
I agree.
Okay, but the law gives us all equal privilege.
Correct.
Okay, so if you see the police officers, on black and white police officers, they tell people, if the police pull you over, such and such and such and such and such and such. You know what that guy did? Those officers that do that, they made the playing field even.
Right.
They made the playing field even. But it's still uneven if you don't apply.
True.
So now, let's go back to what I just said about the law. The law, according to the law, everything is equal.
Okay.
But it's unequal if you don't apply. If you don't apply, and me and my guy Frank is on here. Me and Frank used to do a podcast, and in the podcast, I made a statement about felons can vote, and they thought I was crazy. I said, man, felons can vote in every state except for 3. And at the time, those states was Maine, Alabama, and it was one other state. This was 10 years ago. And I happen to know that felons can vote because I'm a felon that votes.
Right.
Okay, but I was always told that felons couldn't vote.
Okay.
So
it's
you see
what I'm saying?
It's 2025.
You know, back when I was younger, that's what they said.
That's what
once
they said.
you
know
once
why
you
they
go
said
get,
You know why they said it? You know why they said it? Because they didn't want you to vote. And they said it. So if they just like the Willie Lynch song, if you say something enough, you'll
People
just
don't
count
believe
yourself out.
Okay.
But here's the thing. So for any convicted any convicted felon that think they can't vote, the only reason a convicted felon cannot vote in the state of Texas is if you're out on parole and you're still on parole and you got to check in, or you're on the bracelet, or you're on probation. Those things are incarceration on the streets. Probation, parole, and the bracelet is prison on the streets.
Okay.
You cannot vote. But when you get discharged from said parole, probation, or the bracelet, and you're done, and you don't have to worry about it no more, you go to the post office and fill out a registration form because it's supposed to be one of your discharge papers.
Oh wow!
But they don't give you one of your discharge paper. They get a white but privilege. But here's I'm helping black people gain their privileges. When I tell you this, I'm helping you. If you don't know you have that privilege, I'm giving you the right to know that you have that privilege. When you get discharged from your parole or probation or from prison and you ain't got no more time left to do, take your ass to the post office and re-register. Because it's supposed to be a registration form in your discharge papers. The reason they don't give it to black people and they give it to white because they told you can't vote because you're a convicted felon.
And then you'll run with that.
And you'll run with
it. That is the main problem when you want to talk black privilege, white privilege. It's the fact that knowledge is power, bro. If you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know. There you go.
So the thing about it is if you don't have somebody to tap into you that knows, like you don't have to walk. No African American person has to walk around here in the dark. I'm not literally skin tone. Like we don't have to walk around here in the dark. There's laws. There's things that we can have. Also, there's positions of power. And Diggs said it a minute ago. Yeah, we can have a piece of it, but they don't want to give us the power. So, and here's the thing about giving. Sometimes, man, you just gotta thug this thing out and take it, brother.
But exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. You read my mind right there. See, because if I stand around and watch people do shit that I know I can do, but they telling me that I can't do it, then I'm wrong, not them. I'm wrong, and then I'm not taking advantage. I'm not taking advantage of what I can do, and then also I'm missing the mark on what it is that I'm designed to do, because what I'm designed to do may put me in the same realm with them, but now because they keep telling me I can't do it, then I decide that I can't do it.
Okay, so is that the reason why people at first were saying Jeff can't have two different type businesses?
Shit.
Hold on, let me finish. Jeff started out as a barber. Then he noticed he loves smoking cigars. So what you end up doing is cigar/barbershop. So what would you say to them people now that said you couldn't do it?
All those people that said I couldn't do it. Hello.
That's it. And see,
yeah.
that's
so,
another.
So is that a privilege?
Yeah. I'm very privileged. You know where? Hold on,
bro.
You know where I get my privileges from? God.
Exactly.
Yeah, because even if you tell me no,
and God says
yes. That's it.
God said yes.
That's it. It's done.
It's done.
And I made a post about this the other day because I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said. What do you say to the people, Jeff, now? And he would say, hello. But at the same time, you don't have to tell them anything because the proof is in the pudding.
The proof is here.
See, a lot of times, we something happened to us, bro. The octave is get the lick back.
Yeah.
The lick back is a little bit more dangerous than you just being humble and embracing the blessing. Now, we all know that when it comes to white privilege, all of the things from top to bottom, from asshole to appetite, come with that. It's yours. You can have it.
Okay.
We're the ones that have to work so hard to even get the power part of it, let alone just to be privileged to do anything.
Right.
Okay.
But then here's the thing that I'm learning as I get older, especially with this whole presidency thing and everything. Everybody, we're doomed. Bro, if you keep yourself locked in on what it is you're supposed to be doing, making sure that you taking care of what you need to do.
Everything gonna work itself out.
Bro, you don't even pay attention to the noise around you, bro. Like, that's probably one of the problems why a lot of people don't feel like they can have or they can't get because they too busy listening to what somebody telling them they can't have.
Right.
Sit your ass down somewhere, map out a plan, and make some things shake. Like, that's it, bro. Like, the whole, it kind of annoys me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
So Nikki said, see, this is where all of this comes from. Nikki said they'll educate the white fellas, but they won't educate the black fellas.
That's true.
That's called white privilege.
Right.
That's white privilege.
But then it's another way you gotta look at it.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. I'm gonna let you go. But the black POs won't tell the black people that shit. They won't tell black people that shit.
Man, that's some Stephen DeDjango shit.
I'm telling you, anybody
they drunk the Kool-Aid, bro. And
anybody that's on here that's ever been on parole or probation, and you had a black parole officer, tell me I'm lying if your black parole officer told you can vote and how to go vote. Tell me I'm lying. That joker didn't tell him nothing.
But
because they still want to keep you down because they are part of the system.
Okay,
that's where they get their check from.
But you know another thing that keeps us down as black folks, like I was telling somebody earlier, we don't read.
If you the best way to keep an I was about to say the word. The best way to keep a brother uninformed is give him a book because they don't read. And my man right here, Moses Haynes said that's not true, bro. They halt our progress. Look,
nobody halts. Go ahead.
You got it. But here's the thing: they halt our progress. It's like, who is they? You know what?
The fuck.
I am 47 years old. I have yet to see this white man
that stops you from doing
this cliche word of the white man won't let me. Who is this white man? Because truth be told, you say halt our progress. God is no respecter of person. But there are black billionaires. There are black millionaires. There are black congressmen and women. There are black people in positions of power. Ain't nobody halted that. When it's your time, it's your time. And if you sitting on your ass scared because they ain't going to give you nothing, you ain't going to never get it. Sometimes you got to put them signs, whatever feet you got on, kick them doors down, bro.
Man,
kick them doors. I just wish our people would stop being so damn scared. And I'm going to tell you, I'm one of them. You know, you don't know your full potential until you lace them boots up and kick them doors down, bro. It's success on the other side for everybody. Now, true indeed, the white privilege, we get it. They're already in power. Some things are already set. The table is set. Napkins, doilies, all kind of cutlery for them to eat. It's ready to go. Yeah, we get that. We know that. But do you get afraid of that? Stand solid and timid and be like, no, because I can't have it. Or do you lace them boots up and go get that shit, bro?
Yeah.
Because I look at people like Master P now. I look at people like Jay-Z now.
Exactly.
They didn't just give their kids.
They stepped out of the system. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't just give their kids the money just because they had it. They, like you said earlier, they sat down with them and showed them, look, these are the do's and the don'ts. You're going to always have your friends that say, oh, man, you making that money now. You can't hang with us no more. No. Okay, I done deprogrammed myself.
Right.
And updated my software to where I can't keep doing the same shit that we used to do.
You got to put yourself in a different. I look at a lot of these rappers, man, who have, man, like, just keep it a book. Our legends are still alive. Why? Because they separated themselves a long time ago from the money to the hood. But a lot of these new rappers, the reason why a lot of them still getting gunned down, killed, they still putting themselves, bruh. And I don't know. I need sensitivity training, bro, because I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for somebody who God has blessed and put you in a position and you went back there. You should have known better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The hood didn't love you when you was broke. You don't owe them folks nothing for making something out of yourself and getting up out of that.
Listen, man. Like my man Moses said, you know, he's privileged to have the knowledge on how to execute.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, because I'm not special.
Okay.
I'm not special at all. I'm not special. I just do special shit. I'm not special though, because God gave we are all equally balanced as men to have the opportunity to execute. The problem is that we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. So you made a choice not to execute. So I don't think I'm special. I don't think that I'm different. I'm not better than you. I'm not worse than you. I'm 6'6", 260, 265. I might be taller than you. My shoes might be bigger than yours.
Right, even 6 feet.
There's differences in people, but God has given everybody the opportunity to make a choice on whether you're going to do or not do.
Facts.
So not knowing what to do, if you don't know what to do and you didn't execute the knowledge of trying to find out what to do, that's on you. That's you not taking advantage of your privileges.
Now I do wish, because you said it earlier in the beginning of the segment, I do wish that some of our brothers and sisters who are in these positions will stop being so greedy and trying to hog it all and share it.
Yeah.
Share it, man. You block your blessing. I mean, you can't have it all, man. God, dog. Like if you're in a position, because you once wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you are in a position, maybe you were the hustler of the year. Maybe you did.
Right.
Sit in a dark corner and go through the tough times until you got it and you went out and made that happen. Okay, that's fine. Kudos to you.
Right.
But why not tap into somebody and help them get that too? Especially if they try.
Yeah, if they try.
We all know our story about that artwork back there.
Yeah.
Because this clown wanted to just have it all.
Right.
You're not willing to tap in and help somebody that's trying.
Yeah.
I don't want your style, brother. I just want some pointers on how I can enhance mine and get some exposure. This is new to me. So for you to say nah, and then to find out you don't want to do it because you look at this thing as a competition, bro. We all, and I hate when people like run your own race. I'm learning more and more about cliche sayings. And I remember the last time, one time you and I talked, bro, and we talked about how this world is just bound by cliche sayings.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the hot little saying is, you run with it, stand on business and all that. And it's like, do you even know what you're saying? But we've been adapting these cliche sayings for so long that, man, you don't even really need any of that stuff that these people are saying.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to just go for what you know.
Go for what you know. Cliches are very addictive to some people. You know, I happen to hate cliches because some of the shit don't make sense. You know, but it's addictive because people follow that stuff and they find themselves in a bad place. So I'm gonna go back to what Mike said about me being able to do what I'm doing. In the first of all, I'm gonna keep this short because a lot of people don't know this. This wasn't a privilege, but one would seem to think that it is because now nobody else can do what I'm doing. You know, even the white people that's trying to do what I'm doing, especially here in Texas, can't do it.
It wasn't designed for nobody to do it but you.
Thank you. So it's not a privilege. I'm privileged. I'm privileged
by God.
By God.
Not man.
But 12. It's been 12 years now. I've been in business. It'll be 12 years in July that I've been in business. And 12 years ago when I started this business, I stayed in the Motel 6 up there, up the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a car.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the clothes that was on my back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so the knowledge that I had to do business, I did the business, and I walked in in my design, and I walked in my thought process of what I wanted to do, and I took the steps in doing what I wanted to do, and I said that I was going to do this. Right. I had no idea how I was going to do it. I just said it, and I was determined to do it.
But you said it though, right?
Yeah, but I said it.
See, that's the thing. Yeah. If somebody don't go, I just remember telling my sisters and my little cousins, the lady behind us, she had a big old high fence, bro, and you could see her moving through the fence. You couldn't really see her body, just a silhouette of her.
Yeah.
I used to tell, don't go too close to that fence. She's a witch back there. I did. I would tell my little, hey, that lady that lives over there, she a witch. She eat kids. Don't y'all go close to that fence. Don't throw balls close to the fence. That lady, and you know what? This is their backyard.
They believe.
But they wouldn't even go an inch of a fence that's in their backyard because I continuously told them that it was a witch on the other side of the damn fence. So if somebody continues to tell you, you can't do that, you can't do that, they don't get at the black people. Don't do that. That's only for white people. You know what? If somebody keeps beating that again and again and again in your head, you know what? You're going to start thinking, that's exactly true. And that's where this adaptation of white privilege, yes, come on. We done said it 2 or 3 times a day. Yes, we know the level playing fields, and we know that they're already set up for power, whatever. But there's nothing in God's world and nothing in the law books that says that we cannot have it. It's a proven fact that we can.
True.
So to sit here and say it's white privilege, I think we just need to take the race off of it. Right. Because anybody is privileged, bro. When you use the word privilege, right, it's a badge of an honor to be privileged to do anything. My son, if he has good grades, does what his mom tells him, and he says, Dad, can I go to the movies with my friends? It's a privilege to be able to. You've earned that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have done the necessary things to do it.
You earn privileges.
You earn privilege.
You earn privileges.
Now some may be given.
Yeah. Some of them are given.
But we need to
some
get
of
it
them
out.
Are taken.
Yeah. So that too.
Yeah.
But that's why I was just telling you at this point. If you believe that you can't have it, sometimes you just got to go out there and snatch something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna piggyback off that right there. That at first, when I was going to other cigar lounges, trying to learn the business, I was told, oh man, you don't want to get into this. It's too many of us out there and all that, and some of us are struggling, and yada yada yada. Okay, fast forward. I brought some people through to talk to Jeff, so many years ago, because we was talking about doing a lounge and all that. Okay, now, if I bring you to somebody to learn the do's and the don'ts of the business, then sit there and listen. You ain't always got to talk back. Sometimes you got to sit there and listen and pay attention.
You got to absorb.
Okay, so
if you don't listen, you ain't going to achieve the privilege.
So I listen. You see what I'm saying? Then fast forward, I waited a year or two, and they didn't come through with it. So what I do? I come up here and talk to Jeff. Hey, if I got sweet flows, whatever, to learn the business, to start from the ground up, then will you teach me? He said, yeah.
Yeah. But you see what people don't understand. What people don't understand is that you gotta go through something to obtain
the knowledge.
You don't always have to, but people have been knocked down. People have been dried out. People have been swindled. I mean, you go through stuff in life. Now, you don't have to go. My son don't have to go through the shit he goes through,
right?
Because I did that already.
Right.
So my job is to teach him that you don't have to do this, son, because I did this already. Let me show you what you're supposed to do. And that's the privilege of being my son. You're privileged to the knowledge and the wisdom that I have.
Right.
Cause like my daddy told me coming up, he said, son, the dumbest question a person can ask
is no question. Yeah.
He said, stop walking around and acting like you know everything, because you don't. He said, I don't know everything. That's why I ask questions and I read on
it. Well, knowledge is power.
Moses was talking about, he said that something I said wasn't true about, and he said that some people haven't been exposed to the levels that we have, or I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go a little deeper on what he said, because I've been exposed to all the levels.
There it is.
I've been exposed to all the levels. I'm a 3-time convicted felon. I'm an ex-pro football player. Golly, I dropped out of college because I had kids.
But that was your choice to do that.
Hold on. I'm just trying to.
Okay.
I'm running the levels, but yeah, those was my choice. I've been homeless. I slept in the shelters.
Yep.
Slept in my car. I moved to Texas in 2008, and when I got here, I had $61 in my pocket. What fucking levels are we talking about? Because that's all the levels.
That's it, there.
That's all the levels. I've been married 5 times. Oh shit, man. Yeah. I mean, see the thing about the levels, bro, is that it doesn't matter what level you've been at. It matters what level you want to be at. And seeing other people go through stuff is an example of what not to do.
True.
Like I don't want to sleep next to some nigga with crabs on the floor on the fucking mattress in a homeless shelter. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I did it. I didn't want to do that shit. And boy, when I saw that shit, man, I was like, man, I'm getting the hell up.
Lessons, bro.
Lessons. So people get exposed to all levels of things. The level might not be as deep as mine.
Right.
The level might not be as high as mine, whatever. But there's all levels. There's all types of examples in the world that would or should be an example for people to get their ass up off the floor.
Right. So is it safe to say we can erase this whole thing about it's gonna stay, but what I'm just saying, we can erase the thought of it putting a race on privilege, because you put yourself in any of these positions to be successful or be a bum, or be in a position where you feel like you cannot have.
Right.
You can change the whole narrative by just clearly doing, like Dig said it up here, and I was like, yo, that makes sense. You got to learn to walk. You might fall, but at least you get practice getting back up.
Getting back up.
So the thing is the learning curve. Everything is a learning curve now. What you do with these lessons is solely on you. But you can't sit up here blaming this invisible white man.
You're talking about something hurt. That hurt. Ooh, that hurt my feelings. That hurt.
But you
the
got
best thing about pain is it let you know you ain't dead. If you can feel the pain that somebody put you through,
you're alive, man.
You're alive, and you can do one or two things. You can go in, fall out, die, and say I don't want to feel this pain no more, or you can get up and say I'm not going to feel this pain again.
Heal, brother.
You heal and you move forward.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's you can't, man. Harping. This is a part of these things that don't allow black people to
succeed.
Use privilege.
There you go. I agree.
Yes. You feel me?
Yeah. I
harping. You harping on shit, and then you don't get a chance to use the privilege that you have, because you're holding on to the white man said, the white man did, the white man this, the white man that, and we don't. Then the crabs in the barrel. I don't even like using that term no more. I understand what it means, but I don't like using the term.
But you can separate yourself from them.
I have separated myself from
them. A lot of people know the people that's around them. I don't care what you say.
Because you can't hold me down.
Yeah,
you can't hold me. Get the fuck off me.
You can look at the circle of people that you're around every day and know who's for you, who's against you. Now, whether you continue to stick around the buffoonery and stay with the ones that's holding you down, or you're allowing them to hold you down, that's solely on you. You know what's around you, man, every day. You that crab in the bucket thing is like, for me, I don't know. I'm just in a whole bubble season now, bro.
Right.
I done been through my storms, and I know who's there for me and who ain't.
But be careful when you go into the bubble, because you can get immune.
No, I'm not in that. Yeah, I mean, when I say
you go into the bubble, you get immune, and then when you come out, you start catching colds and shit.
Okay, well, I ain't in a bubble. I'm in
a
turtle shell. There it is. I ain't in no bubble. I'm turtle shelling this.
Right.
I can stick my head out when I want to and go back in.
Yeah.
And I'm still able to swim around, head in that joint and everything. But you have to start protecting your levels of peace too, because it's so many dang distractions out here, bro. You have people that are telling you can't have. We had this damn social media engine that's very influential.
Okay.
It's like, man, you just gonna have to really hone in on what it is you need to do, so you don't be falling victim to the crabs in the bucket, the white privilege, the white man on my neck. They got it, but I can't have. Why can they do and I can't?
Because you ain't applying yourself.
Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time, you're not.
You're not. If you don't apply yourself, listen. I just said it earlier. The privilege is there for everybody. If you don't know that you have the privilege, you won't use it. But now you know you have the privilege. You have the opportunity to do whatever the hell it is you want to. Come on, man. I'm a convicted felon, and I do whatever the hell I want to do.
But like Diggs just said, once you have the power, you have to. We still have to be careful when we obtain the power.
Right.
This is still a narrative to keep us in our place.
Right.
Don't get sloppy. Don't get
sloppy. Exactly.
Don't let your ego and your flesh pump you up to think you better than. There's a level of neutral you got to stay on, man. So you still got to keep your head on the swivel. Be humble and grateful that you've obtained it. Don't get raggedy out here with it.
What I just did.
That follow motherfucker.
What we just did. I don't want to say but what we just did with this topic is we gave people hope. Now, you know what? Not hope. Not hope. We gave people. Hopefully, we gave people a desire to step up and be different than what they think. Because nobody can hold you down.
Let's just call it what it is, Jeff. We just gave people some knowledge.
We did. We gave them some knowledge.
Because even us, it's no good to sit here. I know we got to get ready to roll, but it does us. It really does us no good to sit here.
Oh, we got 5 minutes.
And say these things, right?
Right.
If we're not gonna apply it to ourselves either. I've had my share of the fall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel good. It was a very, very uncomfortable place when you know yourself, right?
True.
But to stay there and wallow in it, because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? To stay there, wallow in it, and just let life bury you alive. See, you're dead. You don't know you 6 feet under there.
Yeah.
But could you imagine you being with a sound mind and somebody throw you in a 6-foot ditch and start covering you with dirt? That's crazy. Yeah. Know the level of anxiety you're going through being up under all of that and alive.
You know.
So to be in the thick of something and stay there buried alive is a very uncomfortable place. Yeah. But you have to get it to a level of coming up out of that, learning from those mistakes, what you did and what you ain't gonna do no more, how you can get past it and keep moving forward. So you don't get buried alive again. Now, if you keep going through the same repetitive cycle, that's just you. Might just like staying there.
Moses said there are individuals that will stop our progress. And
they can only stop it if you allow them to stop it, Moses.
True.
I'm gonna say.
I think we all have fell victim of somebody.
Yeah. Somebody but
yanked your back, man.
Here's the positive.
You're right, Moses.
You're right.
Can't happen to you, dog.
Here's the positive behind that.
Mm-hmm.
If an individual can stop you, it's not for you.
Facts.
If somebody can stop you from doing what it is that you want to do, it's not for you. Because see, I understand that people will be in your way. And those people are called obstacles.
True.
And the thing about an obstacle is you can go over it or around it. And if you're good enough, you can go through it. But they're always in the way. Now, if there's an obstacle that you can't get around and you can't go through or you can't go over it, it's not for you to go that way.
Right.
So you need to now find a new route.
Right.
I'm good at finding new routes, but I believe that's what's for me. I'm going to have it.
You know.
So that's the hold on, Mike.
Okay.
That's the difference in thinking negative or positive, because nobody can stop me from doing what I'm doing. But I also believe that what is for me is for me, and God is not going to allow anybody to stop me. I'm moving forward regardless.
I look at it like this.
Because it's mine. It's mine.
It's like a fork in the road. You see one side of the road, everybody's in a group going right behind each other. But then all of a sudden, you see that one person just come on over into his own lane, and he's walking by himself. You know, I'm looking at it like that sometimes in life.
Diggs going in tonight.
Right, hey, look, he owned it. That's my brother, boy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like this. Sometimes you got to veer off to yourself in order to make it. Because if you keep following the crowd, you'll never make it to where you need to make it to.
Yeah. Diggs said one thing, and I know we're getting out. So the one thing that's so true, man. Dig said, we need to be uncomfortable. I think that's a lot of our problem too. We're just too comfortable.
Yeah.
Put yourself in be in an uncomfortable position. It's gonna make you move around. I'm telling you.
Man, I didn't do that.
And sometimes we are too complacent and too comfortable. I'm in there.
I'm uncomfortable right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
Shit, I walked in the door tonight uncomfortable.
Yo, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm like, come on, 2024, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Because God willing, I know greater is ahead.
Yeah.
And I know that, that the level of complacency that I was in this year was just horrible, dog. Like, to where I had to just have an out of body experience and look at myself and like, really, dude, this what you doing?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put his comment back in. He said he can appreciate what we're saying, but understand that some people have been conditioned to stay at the same level. You're right.
But
hold on. My job as cold water is to rinse the conditioner out.
He said cold.
That's
cold
water.
Cold water, not hot, not warm, because just cold.
Yeah, so the theory behind the cold water. You just
shiver up in that cold water.
Yeah. The theory behind the cold water, people don't understand, and I know this because I'm a barber and cosmetologist. Cold water closes the hair shaft and keeps your hair from not tangling. Hot water makes your hair tangle up. So and it opens it opens the hair shaft and opens the hair follicles. So and it rinses all of the natural nutrients from your scalp. So that your hair don't grow.
That part I didn't know.
So yeah, so I said the cold water, we go conditioning. He said conditioning. Conditioned. People have and will be conditioned to do certain things. Stay on the same level is what he said. We are trying to uncondition those people. Yeah. We're trying to rinse off the conditioner and give them something new. Give them some shine. Give them some sheen, some new growth. Some straighten it out. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to smooth because if people are conditioned, just like the virus, if you know that you're conditioned, and if you know people that are conditioned, Moses, it's your job to tell them and help them get unconditioned. If you can't get to them, bring them to me, bro. Bring them to me. Bring them. I guarantee you I get to them. And if I don't, then I ain't good for shit. I ain't good for shit.
Bring your blank canvas over. I'll bring them.
Yeah.
I'll help you get it right. And that's barber
condition
artist
change.
talk
Yeah.
right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
if you don't know how to cut that cigar, light it right, come on over here. We'll teach you.
See how we plug it?
Yeah. We'll teach you a class because you got to look at it. These new beginner smokers.
Yes, sir. Bo Jack know. He said, but cold kill virus.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I could have went deeper.
Yeah, he knew already.
Yeah, he knew already. I could have went deeper. But people don't listen, man. I love having these conversations, man.
Yes, sir.
Because I need for people to understand. And I know people tell me all the time, everybody ain't like you, Jeff. Everybody ain't like you, Jeff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
You're not supposed to be. But you can move how I move. You can be in positions that I've been in. You don't have to be like me. In fact, I don't want you to be like me. Because if you like me, I can't learn nothing from you.
Because I'm looking at it like this, Jeff. I appreciate everything you done taught me about the industry. I really do. I might not tell you enough, but I really do.
The echelon, baby.
You know, I really do appreciate you telling me because I had to learn from somewhere. I couldn't keep getting told no, because like my great grandmother used to say, baby, sooner or later, somebody gonna tell you yes.
All right. What?
Hey, You know, I got them for you, Fre. You know, I got them for you.
The grandmama story.
Shoot,
But
I'm just saying, you know, I had to keep going until somebody told me, yeah. Because you can look at YouTube, like everybody want to send a brother to YouTube. You can look at YouTube, but YouTube ain't gonna teach you hands-on training.
Mm-hmm. It's just quick fixes, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm taking the knowledge that he taught me and the knowledge that I saw around and put it all together in my big old gumbo pot.
Mix that.
And put my own seasonings in it and try to make it better than what I was taught.
I feel that.
And that's what's wrong with some of us. We don't add our own thoughts to it, aka seasonings to it, and make it better for ourselves. Yeah. Because what worked for Jeff on the cigar side, what worked for Fre on the art side, you know, I want to be a student of both sides, so that way later in life.
You want to be a cigar artist?
You know what? It's always a goddamn comedian in the group.
On that
note. But yeah, I'm the barber.
I'm the artist.
And I'm the cigar.
The cigar connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
All right.
Yes, sir.